attended the ceremony, as I mentioned, and it is, of course, an unforgettable memory for you. But if I might ask you, what is the most unforgettable situation or thing that you will never forget when you attended the ceremony?
The thing I will never forget, that the security we saw from the first moment before even we leave Cairo to depart to Suez Canal, and all the way to Suez Canal and in the area. So this is the most impressive thing I had ever seen, because Hala, you know that Egypt is really, I said something to my friends, they were with me, I said, we are really a big country. Do you know, I felt it. Well, of course, we are a big country all the time, but I felt that how we are big, how we are a great country. The security was amazing. The second thing, that a very small child, that she came with her mom, and she was really excited, and she was going around and taking photos, and she was holding a very big flag of Egypt. It's even bigger than her size. And all of a sudden, the wind took the flag away, and she was crying. You will never forget, oh, the Egyptian flag, the Egyptian flag. And we went everywhere to look for another flag for the girl, till she smiled again and she said, this is the flag of my country. I will never let it to go out of my hand. So I was really, my God, the children feel the importance of this flag.
The feeling of citizenship and belonging to this country.
True.
And perhaps this has been enhanced in this generation.
Definitely. The relation between the Egyptian and the army, because I saw everyone. Of course, we have lots of public figures and very important people going to this ceremony, and many of the Arab countries. But the Egyptians themselves, they were keen to take photos with the army.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, this is a very, very famous public figure, and this is the army, and they were going to the army and thank them for this effort they did. So they knew, of course, they know all the time, but it was more than to thank them for the effort done to finish this canal. And the workers, I saw all the Egyptians, they went to the workers available in the area, and they were thanking them, and they were looking for them, where they are, to thank them. So that was different, because they know who were behind this great job.
Yes. You were there in the ceremony, and perhaps there were so many unforgettable moments during the ceremony, but perhaps you can tell me more about the feeling of the older generation versus the younger generation who were there. Because now we were talking about children, how excited they are, and not only excited, but they have this new or renewed, if I may say, sense of belonging to their country.
This is very true.
How about the feelings of older generation versus the young?
The older generations, most of them, I saw them crying, because most of the old generation, they saw, for example, the war 1973. They were there.
They have their own memories.
Of course. So this is another victory for Egypt. I mean, they had the first victory on the 1973. Most of them, they lived when it was there. And now we have another victory, or we have another, it's a big thing in our Egyptian history. Maybe for the young generation, they didn't live the first moment when we had the first victory. So this is for them the first thing. They didn't have this experience. So it was two different, I mean, all we were happy, but this generation, they expressed it in a different way. I saw their tears, honestly speaking, and they said, this is the second victory in our lifetime, but for the new generation it was different experience, because they never had it before.
Yes.
But I think that was very important, because I consider Suez Canal as a very big national project which collected all the Egyptians and united between them. They felt how they are belonging to the country, and especially the young generation, because they didn't have anything really. I mean, we used to have normal life, you know, like citizens, and they live in a country, and they have the president and the ministers.
That's why I'm asking you, because my father and my mother used to tell me about their memories during the war, the hard times, but the younger generation didn't go through all the difficulties, except when the 2011 revolution erupted. started and was followed by the 30th of June. Then they started talking politics and understanding about the history of not only Egypt but the region at large.
The topics for the old people that I had with me in the same area, it was different from the young generation.
Yes,
actually.
of course.
You know, this were talking about second victory, and this is we're talking about new experience for them. But we were talking about one thing, that this made us very happy and made Egyptian very happy. And of course, our love to our president Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Hala, look, I mean, we had always a president in Egypt in many generations. I mean, whatever the generation that we had always a president. First time to see the Egyptian, they really in love with their president, and they have very personal feeling. They look at how he looks and how he talks, and they were tearing when he was talking in Suez Canal.
Yes.
So this is different. This kind of very close relation, we never had it before.
Okay. The new Suez Canal project marks the beginning of a new era for Egypt, from the political, economic, cultural, and social aspects as well. And we were talking earlier about the role of women in new Egypt, especially that we are getting ready for the parliamentary elections. We have great expectations for women to take part in the new parliament and the new Egypt, if I may say, not only the new parliament, but the new Egypt at large. Business women, teachers, mothers, everything. I mean, the Egyptian woman now has a great role to play. Tell me more about your vision for Egyptian women in the upcoming period.
I will tell you, we started already many things, and even a few days before the opening of Suez Canal, we will have very soon, and maybe I will announce it from the Nile TV. It's ladies or business ladies or businesswoman community, but it's connected between Egypt and Emirates. So this is, you know, we started to have this kind of communication with the Arab countries. They were really supporting Egypt in the last few years.
True.
Like Saudi Arabia, like Emirates, like Kuwait. So the new thing that it will be a big union of the business women between these countries to have this communication, because I think, Hala, we have very good business between all these countries in the governmental level, but we don't have it in the individual levels, or the communities or the civil community. So we started a big community of the business women in the Arab countries, and of course what encouraged them is the opening of Suez Canal, to be honest. I mean, because they were holding this
That's why I said it marks the beginning of a new era.
Definitely, and you will never imagine the number of the investors. Now they think to come and to invest in Egypt with a big amount of money in different aspects in the country, also after the opening of Suez Canal. So this will be the opening of lots and lots of business, especially between Egypt and the Arab countries, and Europe and America.
And especially for women.
But especially women.
Yes.
Especially women.
Well, good luck with that. I certainly hope that we can see new Egyptian women taking part in every new project in the upcoming period here in Egypt. But for now, Hanan Taher, tourism expert, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
And I'm really glad that you managed to attend the ceremony and tell us your experience about it. Hope to see you again.
I'm more happy, believe me, and Tahya Mas.
Thank you very much, Hanan. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us in this edition of Women's World. We'll be meeting you again next week, same time. Till then.